Alright, let me just say this. Why the hell did I not upgrade to this thing sooner? This device has completely changed my home golf simulator experience, and I don't think I can ever go back to a budget launch monitor again. Let me explain why. I'm about to walk you through my decision to upgrade from a budget launch monitor to the mid-range, but still very expensive Foresight GC3. I'm going to explain why I chose this launch monitor over all the other options that are out there, what my experience has been using this device so far, and whether I think it's actually going to help me achieve my goal of becoming a consistent single-figure handicap golfer. 12 months ago, I built my dream home golf simulator studio. The setup was incredible, but there was one problem. I was still using a budget launch monitor. And over the past year, I've been trying to decide which device to upgrade to. I even tested the impressive Square Golf launch monitor, which is actually one of the cheapest devices on the market, and it's a bit of an improvement over the original SkyTrak. But it still wasn't quite what I was looking for. My main reason for upgrading was that I needed trustworthy data, and I didn't want to second guess my numbers. I wanted to know with certainty that if I hit a shot 165 yards with a slight fade, that's actually what happened. And most importantly, I wanted a launch monitor that would help me improve my game and get my handicap down from where it currently is at 9.8 to at least an 8 or below, just so that I can officially call myself a single-digit golfer. There's so many launch monitors on the market these days, which made my decision even harder. And if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I've been fortunate enough to test almost all of them. Now, I strongly considered a radar-based unit like the FlightScope Mevo Plus, simply because it offers tons of data and it's great for when I have friends over or when my kids want to play, as it sits out of the way and there's nothing to worry about in terms of damaging the device. I also looked at an overhead launch monitor like the Pro TV X or the Unicore iXO2. The slow motion impact camera on these launch monitors was so tempting because seeing exactly where you strike the ball on the club face is incredibly impressive and useful feedback. But in the end, I had to prioritize accuracy and reliability, which is why I ruled out the radar-based launch monitors, as they struggle a little bit indoors. And in the back of my mind, I knew that I wouldn't fully trust every data point that the FlightScope Mevo Plus was giving me. I also ruled out the Unicore iXO2, mainly because of the price and the ongoing Unicore subscription costs. And as much as I loved the Pro TV X and it seriously tempted me, I ultimately decided to go in a different direction. But I couldn't look past the Foresight GC3, and here's why. I'll primarily be using this launch monitor indoors, and being a photometric device, it's consistently reliable and consistently accurate. My ultimate goal over the next 12 months is to improve my golf game, and in order to do that, I need data that I can trust. Foresight products now integrate seamlessly with the amazing virtual course simulator software GS Pro. Whilst I love the idea of club data, I didn't want to get too bogged down in the details. So instead of obsessing over club face angle and impact location, I just wanted to focus on improving my shots and trusting the ball flight that the device shows me. And I still do get some accurate measured club data with the GC3, including club speed, smash factor, club path and angle of attack, which is more than what I need at my ability level right now. The GC3 is essentially the little brother of the Foresight GC Quad, which is considered to be the industry standard for indoor accuracy, as it has the same technology but with just one less camera, which will help me when I'm comparing and testing other launch monitors in future product reviews on this channel. Yes, I would love to have access to that slow motion overhead camera to show exactly where on the club face I was impacting the ball. And it would be nice to have impact location and face angle data too. But at this stage in my golf journey, I decided that it wasn't as important as just getting the most accurate ball data possible. Since setting it up, I have to say that I've been absolutely blown away. I've used the GC3 before, but I've never fully appreciated it until I've started using it regularly. And here are some of my initial takeaways. There's practically zero shot delay, which is a massive improvement to the original SkyTrak. It just makes for a much more realistic and true to real life golf experience. The alignment stick makes the setup so quick and easy. It's simply a case of laying it down parallel to my hitting strip and it's perfectly aligned. Now this next point genuinely blew me away. Every shot that I hit is reflected exactly within the software as it is on the impact screen. Now let me explain. What I mean is that with every other launch monitor that I've used, if the ball hits my impact screen in like a certain location, let's say slightly right of center, then sometimes within the software, whether it's GS Pro or the native software of the launch monitor, the ball might show that it's taken off on a slightly different trajectory, but not with the GC3. Now that's because it has this amazing room configuration setup within the FSX Play software. You simply set up your room inputting how wide and how tall your screen is, and how far away from the screen your launch monitor is, and a couple of other measurements. And then the software picks up the exact trajectory of your shot, and it continues it into the virtual world. And this works on both FSX Play and GS Pro. It's just so good and extremely reassuring that the data that I'm getting from this device is absolutely spot on. And that feeling of having no doubts about the accuracy is something that I'm struggling to portray or convey into words because it's almost priceless. On my first day of using this launch monitor, I hit at least 300 shots, which is something that I haven't done since COVID when I got my first ever golf simulator setup. And I think that alone tells you how much I'm loving it. Because the GC3 has completely transformed my golf simulator studio. And honestly, if this device doesn't make me a better golfer, then nothing will. Now, if you want to find out even more information about the Foresight GC3, then check out the links in the description below, but also check out the links to my brand new online course, which teaches you how to build a DIY luxury home golf simulator, very similar to the one behind me. So what's next? Well, I've just bought myself some brand new Titleist T150 irons and some Titleist Vokey wedges. And I've been waiting to get my GC3 so that I can do a full bag mapping session to dial in my distances ready for this new golf season. So to see the GC3 in action and how accurate it really is, and also how far this 5'5", 10 handicap golfer can hit a golf ball, then hit the like button and subscribe to Handicap Golf for more helpful golf simulator content. And then watch the video that's on the screen right now.